Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, Thank you for the note, StreamYard. I have never seen that before. Um, Give me a second. Okay, so none of the music or anything came on. I had the music right on, and I got a message from StreamYard. So I'm on the case, StreamYard. So let me read from the script. This is harder than it looks. Kimberly Cloud is struggling to remain vigilant and safe. You know, I just want to remain safe, and I'm just trying my best to stay strong and stay safe around this area, you know. That's all I can say. It was almost like forever. It was almost forever like it is because of the special circumstances that got me back to the quicksand that I call free jail time. So I am stuck here no matter what I do for 15, 15 days, around 15 days. So I'm not complaining. That's not what I'm doing, but I'd rather be doing something more productive with my life than sitting around looking at moving boxes all boxed up and ready to go. So 15 more long and very tired some days. I just wanted, I feel like this is the exact way I felt when I was incarcerated. I I counted down the days because of what I've been through, and I want you to look on the outside and not at me at what's on paper. You know, I had, and I keep those papers. I could have been threw away the papers that shows me having the ticker counting down the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just counting down the days, that one day I will see light and everything, you know, it was nothing to to lock up somebody that was telling the truth. I mean, I understand that I made that choice, but I was under the influence of something that was given to me through that shelter, and that's why I wouldn't, like, they gave me the drug. I cannot sugarcoat that. They gave me the drug that caused me to act out of character. And that's why I urge every chamber of commerce to be, I know they may think that they're not being watched, but they're being watched. If I'm able to find you, I'm watching you, others watching you, you're being watched. So, I just want y'all to know that look out for this one girl, because it's like I I'm I only tell the truth. Sort of like Grok. I've been like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm distant family member spiritually with Grok, you know, because it's like all my life, that's all I did was tell the truth. And it hurt a lot of people along the way. So, you know, a movement when I get to where I'm going. I wanted to do crossover starting with someone like me. I want to be able to cross over racial inequalities and stigmas. You know, that is what's going on now. That is what's really going on. I just, I'm not asking to be on the front page of your website. What I am asking is that if I put money into your company or organization, that I get the same incentives that everybody else gets. And that's all I'm saying, you know, because I'm not saying where I'm going, I'm not saying where I'm going to be or any of that, but what I am saying is that, you know, this fairness, please don't judge me based because I didn't go to an Ivy League school or a prestigious college. Please don't judge me because I didn't have it the same. If you show me equality, I will show you that I can make it, and you all have the credibility of helping me. Y'all get the credit for helping me. What always happens is that I'll get hooked up and then they'll invite me. I show up and then someone embarrasses me or something. And that has been the center of the room for me. I don't ask for, I'm just telling the truth, like I said, and it makes people mad. You know, I want to be with you guys because I feel like you guys have something to offer. You know, if I can get acquainted with you, all six of you guys, you know, put my hard-earned money into making a corporate or commercial, should I say, accounts with businesses, then that's all I want. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person. I'm an introvert, extrovert, omnivert. I'm an omnivert. And I swing towards introvert, but I'm an omnivert. So I don't want to go to no mixers. It has nothing to do with y'all. I don't want to go to the mixers. It has nothing to do with that. I just want to advertise and put my business on you guys' page. Is that fair enough? That's what everybody wants when they come there. So, getting to the attention standpoint, attention to all white and black women in the corporate world. This is a dedication to you. Please start to realize I am not a threat. However, I'll give you respect for free because not because you earned it or because it's old or because I'm giving it to you because I'm saying in the back of my mind, oh, well, I'm just doing it because, you know, like this is a dedication to you because um, I want you also to know that you all gave me a chance. Obviously, you see something in me. Obviously, whether you like me or you don't, and you've interviewed with me, you like what you see. You like what you see. And I just want you to know that even though you respect to a degree me, um, I appreciate all of you women, white, black, even Hispanic, Asian, part Asian, that sat up there and took the chance with me to be interviewed. Thank you. It's duly noted that y'all took a journey with me, and I can go back and look at the tape at any time to see the funny moments, the snippets, every little thing. And so I give you respect for free because I respect you guys, not because, it's old all the time. Sometimes it's not old respect that I give, but I still give it. Not because I feel guilty for anything that I've done. I know it was wrong, but I know what happened that got me to that point. If it wasn't for that element in my life, I would have been at the vet center in Northgate and not in jail. Please start to realize I'm not a threat because I respect you guys. Could you kindly, could you help kindly by treating me as you would your neighbor? Not just any neighbor. You see what I'm saying? You can treat any neighbor. Hi, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. What's up, neighbor? Like you can treat any neighbor with respect. I'm talking about your favorite neighbor. The neighbor that bakes you cookies and y'all go over each other houses and you drink tea, or you don't need a whole organization to make you feel like you have to be a certain way around somebody. Maybe you would like to hang out personally. You don't need the whole crew to make you feel big. You just hang out one-on-one. Because I know the playbook, because it's like, when people are, it's obvious. This is not with you guys personally, but I've seen and analyzed that when people know each other and they get around somebody that's foreign to them, they kind of get on their high horse and start trying to see what kind of information can be extracted from them, or what can be, like, already have a judgmental pattern of the conversation and how it should go. And I've done this from experience wherever I'm going. Y'all are being named right now as wherever I'm going. Be, um, the neighbor that's your favorite. So what I want is to make a rainbow of love, not the same as anybody, but my own little lane of rainbow of love and blankets that are sprinkled with curiosity and not stigma. You know, I I just want to create love. Don't be with somebody because you think that it'll be scary alone. Be with somebody because you really love them. And I really care about what I do in my job. I care deeply. Curiosity to know who the Kimberly Cloud show is. Non-stigma meaning, don't look at my skin color. Look at what I bring to the table. Don't bring the ugly out of me. Bring innovation, bring curiosity, creativity, um, everything else that goes with that. Every other definition I want to bring to your state. I want to help your state through my experiences and my knowledge with inventions that big tech in your area is still scratching their heads over. There's a whole arena that empty, at least 10% of things that have not been searched and done yet in the United States, that people, it's just empty, dead space. Imagine that. Imagine a Black woman, not even my race, just a woman. Let's just not even say Black. Let's just say, because if I say Black, that means that I'm playing the race card. let's just say woman. Think about that. A woman who is, like y'all set up in y'all system, minority and veteran owned business, sis, that grows. I know I said to myself, I was like, I tried to call different companies, I couldn't get through. So that's a warning, that's a shot. But I can do it myself, but I need you guys' help. And I'm asking you wholeheartedly for your help in the corporate stance. You know, I'm going to come around, but I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. I know my boundaries, and I've always knew my boundaries. They may also be diving into this or curious about. I hope that you can treat me with a fair grasp of respect and equality. I want you to know that I have a past. Like I said, I have a past. I have a deep, deep past, you know, and I apologize for that past, and I know God will forgive me based on the circumstances. You see, I had to get away from all the bad people that were in my life in order to see that there are good people out here. There are a lot of bad people out here too. Uh, So, I want you to dig deep into your hearts to see that even though we may not pray to a God equally, a same God equally, or you may not even believe in what I believe in, the people who believe in me, thank you. But the people who do not, your God, the rules, even in the Bible, are said to forgive. And the reason why the devil forgives is because it's a power play. It's a power play. The devil uses it as a power play. God uses it because of his love, and the devil uses it as a power play. So if you're praying to the devil, then use it as a power play. If you're praying it as God, thank you for the love. So the rules, even in the devil Bible, is said to forgive, and evil is a power play, but in good is the light, a light that God tests you with. God tests you every day from here on out, man. I'm not demanding respect. I'm asking. It's up to you. I can't make you give me respect, but I can ask you for respect. And it's on you because the cameras will be rolling. And we all have a file from the FBI. But good, um, God's test is the FBI. Um, it sounds crazy and far fetched, right? But this organization, based on how many people that they have to watch, you've only seen 500 below. How does an organization that you've seen searching for 500 people below, you've seen probably at least 10 of them on TV out of the 500, and then the other files that are created are files because when you die you have a record of everything you did, all your transactions, every single thing you did that was electronic is filed. every single thing, and it's being filed, so you have a record. So yeah, so whoever, whether Jesus Christ or Allah or maybe Matsama, a demonic warrior being, forgiveness, like whether you pray to Jesus or Allah or maybe Matsama, a warrior being, forgiveness is a must to go wherever you're going. If you can, I would like to show you guys, especially in the corporate diverse. You see how that keyword goes, diverse. That's all races in the corporate world. Women, how I really feel. I want you all to know, for the record, to know again, I'm not perfect, but I'm sorry. I will continue to apologize for this sticky, silly, shouldn't have never happened situation. I want you all to believe me. Do not look at my record of trials and tribulations and corruption out of my control. I can't make something corrupt. Corruption happened to me all the time. I can't make something corrupt. The government will have to make something corrupt. And I'm not talking about the Trump administration. I'm talking about whatever other organization. It's no way it would be beneficial for him to help me. It wouldn't be beneficial for him to not help me. And that's why I know since day one, since I prayed to that guy, since God, since I prayed to him, good things has been happening for me. It may not be everything that I want, but at least the government has my back. Since 2017. So, um, this is a sticky situation. I want you all to believe me. Don't look at my records and trials and tribulations, but look at my pureness and ones, more than ones, with God. I care for you all, you diverse corporate people. Thanks for watching my show and being a part of my show. Some of you all have been a part of my show, and I appreciate that. All I want to do is bring a taste, just a tad bit of pepper to your, not you, but your. I read this like 3 times. I'm going to have to read it again like 6 times next time. But your salt, make a huge dish that will make you guys millions, if not more, in your state. You don't have to include me, in retrospect with every single thing. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for that. What I am asking for is an equal fairness to let me get business and for cleaning so I can get on my feet, and still do the Kimberly Cloud show. I'm on my feet, obviously, they can see I'm on my feet, but I want to be even more on my feet. I want to test the waters a little bit and see how far and how much I can get. I've already developed a Google page with Blue Cloud Cleaning 2.0. I may have to do 3.0 and just say restart my business where I'm going. So I'm a little excited about that. Um, I didn't get no money for the business Blue Cloud Cleaning other than the 70,000 I got cleaning in the Napa area in Pennsylvania. I was doing fine. I could have did that job till I died. I could have did that job, with the employees I had. That's why I have to put myself out there, with the Blue Cloud Cleaning. Um, I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't want to start no trouble. And my intentions are never to start anything. I always remain optimistic. I always remain optimistic. And that is what's on my mind, is that I remain optimistic about things, and sometimes things go astray. So the best thing is to never really talk about it as much as I feel the need to. But if it wasn't for the corporate women and the corporate men, I wouldn't be where I am in the dialogue or framework of me having so many interviews. Their credibility, from actor Will Roberts, to DC Glenn from Whoop, There It Is. I've had high-end celebrities, the ones that are on the background making millions. They have been in my show. I may not can remember all of their names. I've had Indian people all the way from Indian Standard Time co- co- connect with me to want to become a part of something bigger, and he gave me a chance. I think that was my last guest. So, like, I do this because I care. So I want y'all to know that if you give me a chance, I will not only bring, money to your company by investing into your company. I don't even know if your company is on the stock market, but I'm talking about as far as paying for the business per business, investing in something that I know will help me make money. And so that is something I'm willing to do. And since it's yearly, I'm okay with it. If I don't get nothing out of a year, then I'll just quietly leave it alone, you know. So, but I want you guys to know that if it that is the plan. That is all I can say for right now. And even StreamYard never sent me a message. StreamYard never sends me messages, and StreamYard sent me a message saying I'm streaming too much. I'm like, how am I streaming too much? I just got on here. This was my first time on here. I've been on TikTok and the other place. So, yeah. Oh, we look what we got in the house. Lovely. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So, yeah, I just want y'all to know. I just had to let y'all know how I felt. Just whatever happened in the past that ruined myself, let it be in the past. If you can't move past that, then I don't know what to say. I don't know. And then literally, that's literally, I don't know what to say. I can't control you. And even if I could, I wouldn't. I don't know what to say. Like, I cannot control how you feel. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, there is nothing else to talk about on this stream. I'll get back on here to possibly, what's today? Yeah, we're gonna slowly get off of here, and it's 4:38, but um yeah, let me get off of here, you guys. I'm sorry. I have a lot to do and a lot on my mind. So, how much life? Okay. So I have a lot of movement techniques I gotta do. I have a lot of processes I have to do. I hate that I have to explain myself because it just makes me look crazy, me just not in pure live, and I'm not nodding off. I'm just spacing out, thinking about things as how you incline and then you decline. As I'm declining off of the streaming, I'm thinking about different things that could be done. There, I said it. What can be done? What can be done? 4:39. So take care, be safe, and I'll be back on here later. Bye. That darn clock behind me, you know, the clock behind me, it was blinking. I said, is the battery low? Because I could have sworn I changed the battery. It was blinking blue. I'm like, am I just seeing this morning? Because when I wake up, it gets very dark. Not like in the summertime it lights up, like sunrise is like between 6:30 and 6:45. But you are way, to see some type of form of inch of light on a non-sunny day or rainy day is between 8:30 and 9 when you start seeing some sort of light coming out. Between 7:30 and 8 maybe. And it can get and make you, some people have the SAD. It's called SAD. I forgot what the abbreviation is stand for, but basically it causes you to get depressed because you're not getting enough melatonin or something. I don't know. But I just wanted to let y'all know, I really don't want to get off, but I can't cross the streams. I'll stay on my other platforms at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39, and I don't Hauser Kimmy 752 on you now. So if you would like to follow me on those two platforms while I stay on those and clean up, I can show y'all my house. Um, and that'll be that. Take care. Be safe, y'all. Um, I want y'all to know that I appreciate you guys in the state where I'm going. But I I I'm not trying to sabotage you guys. And the reason why I keep saying that is because people probably calling, people probably saying no, don't trust her, and people is probably doing all. Now if you hear, or they're just sitting ducks waiting to know exact area that I'm going in, and it's sad that I have to, my move is not like a typical person of another ethnicity, because I mean, like, it's just different, I have to do it differently. Um, it's just me, but I do it smartly, thanks to people like Donald Trump, who he can giveth and he can taketh, and you know whether he can giveth or taketh, I will always be me. But he respects that I have reason to believe, and what is his name? Doug Collins, I think he's a colonel or something. He has another abbreviation to his name. Doug Collins is the head of the VA, and they're listening to me, and I appreciate them. I really do. I appreciate all of them for listening to me, and for the test of the test of the test. for those testers who are testing me, and, and what I mean by that is there's a test of a test. I am going to seek damages for the incident that caused me pain and suffering. I am so, this is all that's going on in a nutshell, in a big bow, but I'm seeking pain and suffering because it's like, I have to note that they actually questioned me and said that he didn't know that he smacked me on the butt. And I'm like, how were you there? Were you there? Are you a mind reader? Were you watching on the camera? How do you know what he did? And so I had to start, I had to, I had to take a stand. It's my word against hers when she said that. And I was like, no, you're not going to tell me that I don't know when somebody's touching me inappropriately. And this is something that's been going on. And for you to be my only ally. So the test was to see if, um, like you trying to make him pay extra, yet make him pay just enough to make him hate someone like me when I'm not the one to hate. He knows as a nurse he shouldn't have did that. And I disagree, man. Like every time I sit up there and have an ally, I'm not saying that I'm out to get blood. And this is what I mean to the state that I'm going to. These are democratic people that do not like me. It's very obvious that I've struggled. They may say out their mouths, "Hey, you can stay here. It's nothing going on." But XYZ shows different. The DNA structure of what they say and how they perform are two different DNA structures. It's like RNA, DNA, but similar. All I wanted was respect. It all started, y'all. It all started with a rubbing of alcohol. Like at first, I was like, okay, maybe he's talking so he doesn't understand that he's rubbing the alcohol on for a good 3 minutes. Like, have y'all seen that? Have y'all ever heard of that? Somebody rub alcohol on your butt for like 3 minutes? And then all of a sudden, I let that part go because I was like, I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want to tell nobody. And then all of a sudden, it came where he slapped me. I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just going because I knew that, and it was very like what made I wasn't going to say nothing, but what made me say something is when before I thought about what he did. This was the second thing he did because the first thing is when I asked him about a dental appointment I had, and he blatantly was looking at the appointments, and I was looking at the appointments with him, and he said, no, I had no dental appointments. So I was like, oh my God, you're lying to me now. So that cut that off. And then at the right moment when I had to leave here, I made sure I said he was my only ally, man. Him and the other doctor. And he took advantage of that. So how it happened is after the rub of the alcohol pad, he grabbed my hand, he took my underwears, he rose it up, let it go like that while touching me. And then she lied and said, well, that is proper protocol. When have you seen a nurse pull up somebody who is not elderly, who is not paraplegic, who is not quadriplegic, who can handle pulling up? If it didn't happen in the past, why would it happen now? I'm not calling the police. You were too quick to give me the number to the police department. I'll do it when I get to Idaho. Because this is just crazy. This is crazy, man. Like to sit up there and say it's not his fault. He didn't know what he was doing. And she said it with precision. And then I said to myself, I need to cover my own butt. Because once I sat up there and said I was suing, then she said it was not his fault. They said we want to take care of the soldiers, but yet I understand. I'm not asking you to fire the guy, but you have to believe my story. Don't ever question it 95% not knowing what, like, why would I lie about something like that? Because of the money? No. He was like my only ally. And then on top of that, I never flirted with Mike. I never flirted with him. I never flirted with him. What I do on the outside of the VA is on the outside of the VA. What I do on the inside of the VA is professional. I have no reason to lie. So that is my story that I needed to tell. And that is, I'm suing for one. I don't want to say how much I'm suing for. If they sit up there and deny it, I'm going to go and resubmit it. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you.